Hi guys, and welcome back to another DrAce video, and today we're going to be playing MotoGP 22, and it's time for the Italian GP of Mugello. So here we go then, in pole position, we're going to be using the hard front, the medium rear, and away we go. So power setting 3 enabled for the time being, but I'm going to consider dropping it down to power setting 2 after the debacle with the fuel consumption in Le Mans last time around. So we're going to have to be very careful as we go into San Donato for the very first time of asking. Now to the right hand side as we gradually bring on the power and chuck it into the left hand side for Luco. I was just about to say it was a 0.2 of a second advantage, but Tony Arbolino was very strong coming into the second corner. I tell you what, he is desperate to get on through. He fancies a lunge, but into Materassi we are quite strong as we go firm on the brakes for turn 4. Arbolino, does he fancy a lunge? He's through. Oh, small moment for an Arbolino. The man on board the Alfa VDS racing team has almost skyrocketed as we'll try and fight back into Casanova. Do we get the change of direction in Cervelli? Oh, contact made once again. We do fly up the inside as a little look behind just to make sure he's okay. Just to sort of apologise to Arbolino. They didn't really want to bump into him like that, but we are now back into the lead for Arrabbiata 2. Running it a little bit deep. Arbolino makes more contact with us. Goodness me, a lot of contact, bashing and bumping around in this circuit right now. As we go into Scarperia for turn 10 and now to the left for Pelagio, we'll try and break away at the front. Dropping the power down to 2 is really reducing our speed here, so this could be very, very challenging for us, but I'm totally fine with that. We're leading the championship, we have the advantage. Let's do a battle. Let's have a great battle here in the Tuscan hills of Mugello. So coming out of Biondetti 1 and now out of Biondetti 2, pretty solid performance so far, if I do say so myself, but now breaking into the final corner into Bacchini. A little bit wider here. Iagora might fancy the inside line as the Japanese rider lurks and stalks his prey, wondering if he can get into a chance for a victory here today. It's been a while since we've seen Iagora on the top step, so let's see what he can do as we now charge down the back straight. Even with power setting 2, we're holding our own. 40,000th of a second separates the Brit and the Japanese man, but firm on the brakes into San Donato. We had a massive advantage. What on earth happened then? We had a 0.7 of a second advantage just temporarily. I don't really know what happened, but that advantage has disappeared. It's now time to do battle once again as we go into Poggio Secco, just with a little look at Iagora there on the right hand side. You could see him wanting to get on through, but I don't think he's prepared just for anything audacious, but he's still there. He's lurking all the time, just waiting for an opportunity, an open door or something to come on through. But he's actually taking up more screen space and the speed up ahead of him, so he's certainly getting the sponsors in right now as it stands for this part of the Grand Prix, but we'll have to see what happens for the rest of the Grand Prix. But look, Iagora, he is still there. Power setting 2 is holding us back, and it's also holding Iagora back. Look at the snake on the left-hand side there, bottom left-hand side of your screen. In the graphic, every single rider is in one massive chain right now. I am really holding everyone up, but I'm trying to keep the fuel going for the end of this Grand Prix, but a mistake into Scarperia has cost us. Pelagio, we managed to get the position back, but Iagora is now leading the Grand Prix into Corantaio for the second time of asking. So the heart rate monitor may be going down. In fact, never mind about that. It's straight back up over 100 after losing the Grand Prix lead. Into Biondetti 1, into Biondetti 2. Excellent, excellent drive going into both those corners. And then the exit speed was excellent with power setting 3 enabled. So into Bacchini for the second time of asking. Into the most important part of the track in one regard. Because if you get that exit wrong, the speed is non-existent. And that is a big problem as well. Going on the rumble strip, we lost all drive and momentum as I've dropped it down to power setting 2 for now, so we can save a bit of fuel, use the slipstream of Agora, and hopefully get on through here on their brakes. But beautiful braking. Iagora got an extra speed boost there, going around the outside. Goes the Japanese rider. Beautifully done from Iagora, and if he is leading at this stage of the race, I'm going to be very concerned to see what he can do. Maybe we'll have to use power setting 3 to chase down the Japanese rider ahead of us. Quick look at your top 8 right now. It's Agora in the top position with Grant in second, Arbolino third, Augusto Fernandez, Vietti, Dixon, Bobier and Somkiat Chantra rounding up the top 8. So you have a Honda Team Asia rider in the top of the screen and a Honda Team Asia rider at the bottom. So Iagora having a quick sneaky look over his shoulder just to see where the speed up is, and so far he can see there's a gap brewing. 0.4 of a second to the advantage of Agora. Grant and Arbolino doing all the hard work, working together somewhat. I'm yet to see Arbolino trying to rough me up again. He roughed me up pretty early in the early stage of the Grand Prix, but he's not allowing it to do it right now. He's happy to sit behind me for the time being, and hopefully we can chase Agora down together. 1.3 seconds quicker now using power setting 3, so the difference with the third power setting is monumental compared to power setting 2. So this is going to be very interesting now for the next coming laps, because we've got to work pretty hard to chase Agora down, and this is excellent. It's probably some of the best AI racing I've seen in quite a while. Of course, we're right in the mix of it all, the only human competitor trying to beat these buggers on 120% difficulty AI. So into Bacchini, not the greatest of exits there, as Tony Arbolino fancies a little lunge. He says, stick with me, Matt, and we'll get on through, but I don't want your help, Tony. I can do it myself. Power setting 3 enabled. Little bit of slipstream, and I don't think we're quite in range as Agora sets the fast lap of the Grand Prix. A 1:51.143. Significantly quicker than us right now, so we're going to have to stick with power setting 3 and chase down the Japanese man. Penultimate lap time now. This is the important bit. We've got to go for it now. Into the left-hand side for Luco. Agora has another look behind him. I think he's wasting time by doing that. Focus on your own lines, my friend. But we have the chance, for the first time this season, to win 3 races in a row. Can we get the job done? Are we going to get the job done? I guess we're going to find out very, very soon. But firm on the acceleration there, coming out of the right-hander. Firm on the brakes now for the right-hand side for Casanova, and then into Savelli for the left-hand side. We are picking up speed. We are picking up momentum. This could be a one heck of a lap here to close down the gap to the Japanese man ahead of us. Agora is looking at his first Grand Prix victory this season. We're not going to allow it. No way. Arrabbiata 2 yielded some problems on the exit, but we're still in the hunt. We're still in the mix. And I tell you who's coming with me. Tony Arbolino. We are yet to drop the Italian. He wants the home podium, and if he can make it a home win, you better believe he's going to be pushing like absolute crazy. So into Corantaio on the penultimate time. Into the right-hand side. Heart rate is increasing. Agora's and mine probably, as we now go to the left-hand side for Biandetti 1. Little bit wide, so we're not going to get as quite the exit speed, but we're still on it. Very, very much on it, and we could probably use power setting 3 for the duration of this Grand Prix now. Penultimate time of entering Bacchini. This is the important bit. Bring on the power, get into the slipstream, and chase down Agora. We have the slipstream across the line. This is going to be an excellent lap time for us. Agora sets the fast lap briefly as Grant gets a 1:56.15. Excellently done as we go very firm on the brakes as the right Alpine Stars boot just kisses the floor temporarily into San Donato, dropped it to power setting 2 just briefly for now, and then we'll try the big charge. I don't want to just abuse power setting 3 because I do feel we can just chase by him like really, really quickly, so let's drop it to 2 and make this one a little bit more interesting than me just flying by him. We're in the slipstream. I'm beginning to feel great with the bike as we dive up in the inside for Materassi. Excellent lunge from the World Championship leader. Get pushed wide from Agora. Had to lift it up there. Didn't fancy the contact as more contact has been made. Power setting 3 got us out of trouble there very, very easily. And Tony Arbolino pops up out of nowhere. Does he fancy another Savelli move? He certainly does. Pushing Arbolino wide. We retake the lead and we are back in the top position. Arrabbiata 1 with 0.2 of a second advantage. This is where we wanted to be. Great, great strategy in this one. Didn't panic. We didn't lose our cool. We still have it. And we still have a chance of victory. Breaking firm into Scarpa, a difficult corner to get right. Arbolino's there. Are we going to try and close the gap? We are indeed into Palagio. A bit early on the acceleration there, off the track. Oh, a little bit of a moment there, big wheelie. And Augusto Fernandez, where the heck did he come from? Augusto Fernandez is now involved for the win. As we go into Corantaio for the final time of asking Arbolino, the fans are going to be cheering here. Are we going to see the national anthem for Italy here in the Tuscan Hills and messed it up into Biandetti 1? Oh, goodness me, that could be it. I was expecting to be really close here, but into Bacchini, we have to be bang on now, bring on the acceleration. Bring on the power. I don't know if we're going to be close enough. Bring it on. Bring on the acceleration. Power setting 3. Is it going to be enough? Oh my god, it's not. Is Fernandez going to beat Arbolino? Arbolino's going to get the job done. Victory goes to Arbolino. Fernandez in second, and we took a valiant third place. So not quite the victory that we wanted going into Mugello, but I tell you what, still very happy with an Italian podium, but we are yet to win in Italy. maybe next year when we move up to MotoGP, we'll get the job done. So look at the championship standings, and still relatively the same, but a 72-point lead now ahead of Fernandez rather than Acosta or Sam Lowes. 92 points behind is Dixon, and Tony Arbolino rising up the leaderboard to 6th spot. So a look at the team championship now. MB Conveyors Speed Up team leading the way still by 15 points ahead of Red Bull KTM, and 43 clear from Elf Mark VDS. So the win streak comes to yet again another end, but our podium streak is still very much alive with another podium here in Mugello. But guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, let me know in the comment section down below. Let me know what you want to see next, and also hit that like button and subscribe. It helps out the channel a significant amount. But guys, thanks for watching. I will see you in the next video, so ciao for now. Oh hi, didn't quite see you there. Good to see you're still here. If this video didn't quite set your appetite, then why not watch some more DrAce content by clicking the video shown on screen now. Furthermore, if you would like to follow me on social media, you can do so now with the links down in the description. Consider subscribing so you don't miss a single DrAce video.